Okay, so today we're going to take a look at the negative and in French and how it works and some of the complications that go along with the negative. So in the French language, we generally have to have ne and pas, and the ne and the pas hug the verb. Sometimes you'll see where ne and pas are together, but that's not common, but it does still happen from time to time. And so the ne always goes in front and the pas always goes after. Sometimes you'll see here, which is kind of tricky, where you have two vowels, like if it was like she is not and n'est pas, because the French don't like the E and the E, they cancel out the first E and then they put in the apostrophe and they contract it. So what happens is, let's say you have the word pas, but you actually want to use one of these words. Sometimes what you see is people saying like, I never go, and they want to say like, je ne vais pas jamais, but you just, instead of using jamais after the pas, you just take the pas, you move it away, and then you put these words in place of where the pas is. So another interesting thing is that when French started, shouldn't say when French started, but centuries ago, they actually didn't even have the pas. It just, French was like je ne veux, and then that would have made sense. But over time, the word pas kind of got stuck in there, and now it kind of has hung on. So similar to, I guess, Spanish, where they have like yo no quiero, in French it would have just been like je ne veux, and it would have worked, but nowadays you actually have to have the pas. But what's really ironic about this is that now what's actually happening is that the ne is starting to fall out of spoken French. In written, it's still there, but you'll hear people saying, like, instead of je ne suis pas, they'll say je suis pas, je suis pas, je veux pas, je suis pas, je pas. And they just simply don't say the ne, and it's still understood that it's a negative, even though they don't have the ne. So the original word is now starting to fall out of existence, and the word that was kind of crammed in there a couple centuries ago is now all of a sudden the words that is hanging on. So a little bit bizarre, but there we are. So in the negative in the negative, we don't put these words after pas; they just simply go in place of pas, and there we are. There's the negative.